Hello everybody, and welcome back. I'm Christo, and this is the Path to Modernity campaign as France. In the last episode, we struggled with exams, you know what that's like. But in this one, it's all about trade and exotic goods, and we're heading down to Mali to take them. I'm Cam Christo, by the way. Don't think I mentioned. Let's, merge up. Right, we're merging up in Dior, down here. People want military access? Sure thing. How's our bad boy? Whatever it's called. Aggressive expansion. Not too bad. But you don't have many men, Mali. Let's keep heading on in. Taking some attrition, but not too much. No manpower is a problem. We reformed the military and pissed off the nobles a bunch, which has hurt our manpower quite substantially. But, yeah. It is going to help our professionalism, though. So that's nice. Keep on moving through. And Mali, I mean, what's your admin tech? It's 15! What? Do you have commercialism down here? They don't. Surely they should start falling behind. Well, on the bright side, they probably haven't had enough points to spend on reforms. So at least we'll have that edge. That edge, of course, which is, you know, just caused massive corruption and a big tank to our amount of manpower, but still. I stand by it. The path to modernity is not an easy path. It is one we must walk. Why must we walk it? Don't ask questions. Alright. You got a bunch of exotic production as well? Yeah, there's a bunch of exotic here. It is going to be tempting to seize land in here. How much exotic is on the coast? None! Practically none in this province. Damn it. Is this a high dev province that's producing that much? There is a fair amount here. What industry is making all those exotics? Is it the nomadic pastures again? That's making 5. But no, it's the ivory. Oh! The ivory imports are going to be glorious. Absolutely glorious. We've had the Surviving Mars soundtrack. Oh crap, I have my display capture still on by mistake. Whoops. There we go. Don't think there's anything too incriminating in my my hotbar, but let's switch to another soundtrack. Yeah, spending more Diplo power. This should turn the income around. Yeah, there we go. At least getting some now. Collecting a bunch more rent, basically. The other thing, actually, we could do to improve our income. Are we overpaying for infrastructure in the capital? Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. Okay. Okay, I've talked to the dev team, and I now understand better about trade. So, let me use my display capture again, which again you should never do, and draw on the trade map mode a little bit. So we're going to move some merchants because I have misunderstood it. In order to trade, so here are some nodes, right? France, Iberia, Gibraltar, Western Med, Po Valley, Tyrrhenian Sea, Adriatic Sea, Danube, Senegambia, Chad, Niger, and just take my word for it, the Guinea coast is down here. Okay, these are connected like. Okay, this one doesn't matter, actually. Forget Lake Chad. I think that connects here. This connects here. This connects here. It also connects here, I think. And then this connects here. This connects here. This connects here. 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 Okay. So, in order for us to trade, in order for France to trade with Iberia, you have to own land in France and have a merchant in Iberia. Let's say this is our home node. So we can always, it's like we always have a merchant here. But let's say we have a merchant here. Now we can trade with Iberia. But let's say we put a merchant here, but we have no land in Iberia. We cannot trade with Senegambia because you can only trade with nodes and sectors, more correctly, sectors being all the land someone owns within a node. You can only trade with nodes that are adjacent to nodes you own land in. Got it? Now, let's say we had land here, and land here, and land here, and we wanted to trade, let's say France wanted to buy something from Senegambia. That can happen, but it goes through Iberia, and Iberia takes a cut, which will create wealth in the port where the goods are kind of going through, basically. So, I am correct, almost. If we own all the land in Senegambia, and all the land in the next node down, in whatever direction, then Spain will be entirely unable to buy from outside of its sphere. So if we own all the land in, say, the Barbary Coast and Egypt, Iberia cannot buy from the Upper Nile, or from the Levant, or from the Red Sea, because they will not be able to have land anywhere in the Barbary Coast, which would then let them trade with its neighbours. So we want to create a 2-zone buffer all the way around Europe, and that will force them to buy goods from us, as opposed to being able to buy them themselves, which is going to be awesome. I hope you could see the drawings, but I'm still not confident that you could. Anyway. Okay. Let's keep going. Right, yeah, right. War. War, that's what we're doing. War to establish this stuff. Okay. Oh, cool. He's giving me a bunch of extra facts about trade. Stuff you may not know. Okay. Who a sector chooses to buy or sell from is decided from if it's internal trade, opinion of the target, the distance, and the price, in no particular order. Okay. But if you had to trace the order of importance, it's price, political factors, distance. And then political factors is opinion. And then colonial nations will basically accept anything your sectors propose to them as long as they need it for whatever the price, as long as relations are high. Good to know. Transfer trade agreement is also big, close to the same effect as being a colonial. So we want to get transfer trade because when you get transfer trade on someone, basically you can sell them stuff that they might, at higher prices than they might have otherwise got it. That's great to know. Okay, Mamluk is no longer a valid rival. Love that repeated eclipsing on the Mamluks. Not enough rivals, -1. Excuse me? There are no valid rivals. Don't hold it against me. Full grain provision. Do it again. Oh, hang on. That full grain provision said non-overseas. We should definitely be distributing that globally. Not only to non-overseas provinces. And we'll do that next time. So yes, war with Spain is coming up. Okay. And apparently there are national orders, national ideas that make some nations more or less willing to sell internationally. That's interesting. Is there any of these? World beyond the wall. That's cool. Anyway. Okay, so that's really good. I'm getting really close to being able to make my... send it to the Gulf of Guinea. I'm getting really close to being able to have enough knowledge on trade to make my trade tutorial video. Which I'm very excited about because I think that's one that lots of people need, basically. Like quite a lot of people needed the taxes one. With 2 colonial things, how much is it costing us? It's the same as 2.5, it looks like. Fall of Podor. I'm not going to loot it because I think I'm actually going to take the province. Oh, that's actually part of the province we've already occupied. Okay. Let's just connect up so that we can see stuff going on here. The siege of Kinda is over. Tell me when it's really over. Okay. We have some overextension, but we're coring it, and we're still ahead of time, but not that ahead of time, so let's wait for this, probably. I'm going towards some mill tech up after quite a long hiatus. Okay. Yeah, so that means you really can do, like, opium wars. You can do, like, open your market as a war goal by going for a transfer trade. That's pretty crazy. Castile. We'll call that. Cool. Okay. Okay, into Mali. Let's get that big siege. 20 urban development. Wow, Mali is... they've got big gold mines around here somewhere, which is probably how they've got a lot of their wealth to afford that kind of development. Yeah, war with Castile. Oh, hey, manpower's recovered a bit. Nice. We have improved the relations with the nobles quite significantly. Okay. Any more we can do for that? Not yet. about you? No. New tech? Yes, please. Longer barrels. And then drum and fifes coming up. State-sponsored commerce. Keep doing that. More commerce production is good. And what's the other one? Populist reform. Yep. None of that populist reform nonsense. Okay. Keep pressing on him. Okay. Anything else we need to do? I don't think so. Glad our manpower started to recover. Did I increase my military spending? I forget. No, only at 20. That's not too bad. When can I have this, by the way? To protect 20. Pretty soon. Pretty soon indeed. Now we just need a sun. I just need a glorious sun to give us the gift of exams. We can purchase a new ability. Sure. Lower liberty desire. So that means we should improve with our subjects to increase their willingness to trade with us. We always want to keep them all above 100 loyalty. 100 opinion, rather. To make them more likely to trade with us. There goes the truce with Castile. Oh, baby. It is soon time. But not yet. Just need to get a bit more off you first. Yeah, cool. Come back from Portugal. Oh, they've actually allied Castile. Portugal has. That's unfortunate. Can I ask you to break your alliance when we have a truce? Yes, but they won't do it. Whoa, why is this so much? Oh, because we're trying to take money as well. Right, we don't need the money. I'm tempted to take more and more land inland because they're freaking... Well, actually, this province isn't. But the luxuries are going to make... Sorry, the exotics, rather, are going to make us so much money. But that's okay. We can make money off them just by buying them for now. Just by trading them. I think I am going to take this city, though. To be our local, you know, trade city in the region. Give me these 3 provinces. And then as much money as you're willing on top of that. Oh, and maybe we should also get transfer trade... Because that forces open their market. Yeah, let's get transfer trade from them, so that they're obliged to trade with us. So you can legitimately do like Opium War style stuff. That's so cool. Forcing open foreign markets through transfer trade deals got in war. It's gonna be awesome. Like saying like, you know, Han, you must buy my wine. Do you reckon opium counts as a delicacy? Fall of Mali. We will spare them. How much loot have we got in this war? 2,000 ducats. Pretty good. I think I might just send these guys roaming around to discover the country so that future wars are easier. Not that we'll do any other future wars. Of course, Mali, don't worry. If you give us what we want this time, we promise we'll leave you alone forever. Nobody tell them. Yeah, manpower looking pretty nice. The economy has recovered. The corruption is a little... it's still troubling. It's still troubling. But it is going down pretty fast. 1.3% per year right now. That's not bad at all. Okay. Dum dum da dum da da dum. England will no longer trade money to me. Darn. That's going to close their market. Looks like it's time for war with England. Okay, come over here. And you... Yeah, head in there too. Spare them. We don't need to be mean. We want to trade these guys. Only maps. Oh, ho, ho. But that's a lot of maps. Nice. There's a lot of exotic production down here. I can just feel it. Look at that. 7%. 7 ducats worth, rather. So much ivory. So much to import. It's going to be glorious. I'm going to import it all. Because the thing is, if we control the trade networks, we'll import it all to France. But it's not just like we'll import what we need and everyone else will miss out. We'll import it all to France, and then France will sell it to the rest of Europe. And we're going to make absolute stonks. It's going to be fantastic. And the burgers are going to start, you know, saying like, oh, we didn't used to like this guy just because he reformed the military. And then they're going to fall down on their knees and worship at the altar of ivory trade. And it's going to be amazing. Oh, manpower went down another 20,000. That's not ideal. Okay. Keep pressing on into Mali. It's a big country, as you can see from their font game. Oh no, they occupy my my thing. That's annoying. Has that sent my colonists back? Indeed it has. Well, we're going to piece them out soon anyway, so I think we should not worry about it. Yeah, we're going to have to do a bunch of overturning the status quo to correct for all of this reforms all of these reforms we've done rather, but still. It's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth it in the long run. Okay. Yep, there goes the other colony, but that's okay. And I really like the idea that colonial nations are kind of basically obliged to sell stuff to their overlord. And buy stuff. Well, and buy stuff from their overlord, I think. I'm not certain about that part, though. I have to read into it more. Manpower recovery speed isn't really going to help me here. What I need is actual manpower cap. The Holy Roman Empire is at 92 imperial authority, but still not willing to pass the reform. Because weak emperor minus 82. Yeah, that shows up a lot more in MEIOU and taxes than it does in vanilla, because development is harder to come by in the empire than it is in vanilla. My experience, anyway. Unless you're playing as someone that starts really well developed, it's pretty common. They're making so much money in here. I want it. I want it all. They're willing to do this and open their markets to me. So let's peace out and also take a bunch of cash. Amazing. Oh, I'm so looking forward to this. Plus, when we add these to our trade company. Excuse me, I meant to take this province. Crap! How long ago was the last autosave? There's one in June, isn't there? Or is it the end of June? No, it's in January. Well, I am going to reload because, you know, that's just a misclick. I swear we'd already clicked the province in the south. Maybe they sieged it back from us? No, they couldn't have done. It's bizarre. Bizarre indeed. While this is loading, I can read some more stuff from the devs on trade. Regarding distance, it's not a Pythagoras type distance type. Basically, it's just how many nodes it has to jump. Trading with the same node is 0 distance. Trading with a neighbor is 1 distance. So, for example, Provence trading with Genoa or Savoy is the same distance, 1, no matter with which sector, because it's a direct neighbor. And, for example, if Portugal had to jump twice to get to some Italy sector, and it had to jump twice to get to Sweden, the distance is the same. Okay, so it's just calculated based on number of nodes. That makes perfect sense. All right. Mali, give me this, and this, and this, and transfer trade. They're not willing to do it because we actually had made quite a bit of progress since January, unfortunately. Right, spread out to these places. To your positions. Let's go speed 4. Our armies aren't at risk. I wonder if a province getting occupied lowers its progress towards completion. Oh, darn it. Autosaves before the monthly, the yearly tick. Oh, well. You can watch our manpower go down all over again. Burden of taxation. Not feeling like too much of a burden at the moment, I have to say. We're not spending too much on it. We could increase the amount we're spending on it, considering we're ahead of time now. In fact, I think maybe I should. An extra 5 Diplo power would help our economy out a bunch. Okay, with these sieges, we're going to be in a good place. And there's our extra merchant. Down to Senegambia, please. Why did we lose him? That merchant, I mean. Not quite sure what caused that. There's another siege win. Good. Keep on trucking. You ready to peace out yet? Not quite. Not with the southern province included, but the siege is going to fall. Oh, I've been really good at calling that this campaign. And yes, some money, please, as well. Boom. All right, 2 of you here. 2 of you here. Transport ships in position. Core away. And yes, we are not able... Wait, hang on. Where am I not able to core? This. Needs to be adjacent to one of our cores to be able to core it. Are you really not in colonial range even here? Blimey. 89. Once this is cored, it will be, though. And you get added to the trade company. Great. And that also should give us a colonialism CB on England, which actually I think I will pursue before Spain. So that we can get a... oh, and some more vision. So we can get a... hopefully recover from our manpower woes a little bit more. Oh, look, it's rivaling the Mamluks. What a novel concept. 3,000 ducats of loot were recovered. Nothing to do in there just yet. Okay. How is our aggressive expansion at home? Pretty low. And I would honestly rather take this developed land here than give more land to Wales. Especially because they haven't got any claims. So I think this war against England is going to be a pretty minimalistic one. I have conquest, but not colonialism CBs against England right now. Interesting. Where else has England... Oh! The game crashed. That hasn't happened in ages. It's the first crash this whole patch. Okay, well, I'm going to call it an episode there, actually. Thank you ever so very much for watching. I will go back there if we have to. Much appreciate your viewership, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.